You're ready to sell online, but choosing wrong between Shopify and Etsy can waste months. Shopify gives you more control, but you have to bring your own traffic. Etsy gives you access to shoppers, but you're building inside someone else's marketplace. So the real question isn't which one is better, it's which one fits where you are right now. In this video, we'll compare cost, traffic, and control so you know which platform makes more sense for your situation. And near the end, I'll give you the simple traffic versus control test that tells you which one to start with before you spend money setting anything up. I'm Erin from Side Hustle Mastery. Let's get into it. Etsy is usually the platform that feels less intimidating when you're new. You do not have to build a full website first. You don't have to design a homepage. You don't have to figure out every app, every plugin, every checkout setting, every email pop-up, and every detail of a full online store. You create a shop, add a listing, upload photos, write your title and description, and now your product can live inside of a marketplace where people are already shopping. That is the main reason Etsy works for a lot of beginners. Etsy already has buyer intent, so people go there searching for handmade products, digital downloads, personalized gifts, templates, printables, craft supplies, art, vintage items, jewelry, wedding products, home decor, and niche items they might not find in a regular store. Now, that does not mean Etsy will magically give you sales. You still need strong photos, a clear title, good keywords, a product people actually want, and pricing that makes sense. But you're starting in a place where shoppers are already searching. That is very different from launching your own website and then asking, okay, how do I get people to find this? For beginners, traffic is usually the hardest part. Making the product is hard, but getting strangers to care is often harder. So yeah, Etsy helps with the first discovery step. Now let's talk about Etsy costs, because Etsy can feel free at first, but it's not really free. The most important thing to notice here is that Etsy does not charge a normal monthly fee to keep a basic shop open, which is why it feels beginner friendly. But it does charge per listing, then it takes fees when you make a sale. So Etsy is usually cheaper to start than building a full store because you're not paying a monthly website plan just to test an idea. But once the orders come in, the fees start to matter. This is where beginners need to be careful. If you sell a low-priced product, those fees can take a bigger bite than you expect. And the one beginners often miss is offsite ads. If Etsy advertises your product and that turns into a sale, there can be an extra ad fee. So before you price anything, make sure your price leaves room for Etsy fees, shipping, materials, your time, and actual profit. Etsy can still be a fair trade. You are paying for access to a marketplace where people are already shopping, but you need a price with the real cost in mind. Shopify is different because Shopify is not a marketplace in the same way Etsy is. Shopify gives you your own online store. That means you get more control over your website, product pages, checkout, branding, customer experience, and how your store looks and feels. That is why so many sellers eventually look at Shopify. If you want to build a brand long-term, Shopify gives you more room. You can create collections, landing pages, product pages, discount codes, email signups, bundles, upsell subscriptions, and a more complete shopping experience. You can even send traffic from YouTube, TikTok, paid ads, email, Google, or anywhere else directly to your own store. But here's the catch: Shopify does not give you Etsy's built-in marketplace traffic. Opening a Shopify store does not mean people automatically show up. You are responsible for bringing people to your store. That is why Shopify can be amazing for one beginner and frustrating for another. If you already have an audience or you're serious about building traffic, Shopify can make a lot of sense. But if you have no traffic plan at all, Shopify can feel like opening a store in the middle of nowhere. Now let's look at Shopify's pricing page together. So at first glance, this looks simple. You pick a plan, start the store, but the number on this page is really just the cost of having the store open. That is the biggest difference from Etsy for a beginner. With Etsy, you can test a product with a small listing cost and then pay more fees when sales happen. With Shopify, you are usually paying for the store before you make a sale. That is why Shopify can be worth it when you know how you'll get traffic, but risky if you're still testing whether people want the product. The beginner mistake is thinking Shopify is automatically more professional, so it must be the better first move. A professional looking store does not help much if nobody visits it. Traffic is the biggest difference between Shopify and Etsy. Etsy helps people find your products while Shopify gives you a place to send people. On Etsy, shoppers are already searching inside the platform, so if your product matches what they're looking for, you have a chance to show up. On Shopify, you have your own store, but you have to bring the visitors yourself. So if your question is, how do I get people to find my product? Etsy may be the better starting point. If your question is, where do I send the audience I already have? Shopify makes more sense. For example, if you sell printable budget planners and nobody knows you yet, Etsy can help you test what people search for and what actually sells. But if you already have a YouTube channel, TikTok audience, email list, or blog, Shopify may be a better home because you can send people directly to your store. So if you need Etsy's audience, start with Etsy. If you can bring your own audience, Shopify becomes a lot stronger. Now let's talk about control. On Etsy, your shop lives inside Etsy's marketplace. That means Etsy controls a lot of the experience, how listings look, how search works, what shoppers see, and what rules sellers have to follow. That can be helpful when you're new because buyers already know and trust Etsy, but it can feel limiting once you want to build a real brand. On Shopify, the store feels much more like yours. You control the homepage, product pages, checkout, email sign up, your brand voice, offers, and customer follow up. That's why Shopify is usually stronger for long-term brand building. The trade-off is that you have to earn trust yourself. Your site needs to look legit, your product photos need to be strong, and your policies need to be clear. So control is valuable, but it may not be the first thing you need. Sometimes the first thing you need is proof that people actually want the product. So I want to dive deeper into Offsite Ads. So this page explains that Etsy can advertise your listings outside of Etsy. So if someone clicks one of those ads and buys from your shop, Etsy may charge an extra ad fee. So I would not read this whole page line by line, but the key thing to know is that the fee can depend on your shop's sales level and Etsy's current rules. So this matters because beginners often price products way too low. So a sale comes in and it feels exciting, but after the product cost, shipping, packaging, Etsy fees, payment processing, and possible ad fees, the profit can be much smaller than expected. Now, that does not mean offsite ads are always bad. If Etsy brings you a customer you would not have reached yourself, the fee may be worth it, but you need to know that it exists before you price your products. Etsy is often better for beginners selling products people already search for. If someone searches wedding welcome sign template, custom pet portrait, or budget planner spreadsheet, your Etsy listing has a chance to show up. It is not automatic. You still need a good product, strong photos, and a clear listing. But Etsy already has that search behavior built in. Shopify can work for these products too, but only if you have traffic. If nobody knows your brand yet, Etsy is usually the easier first test. All right, so here is the simplest way to choose. If you need traffic first, Etsy is probably the better beginner move. If you need control first, Shopify is probably the better long-term move. Etsy makes sense when you are still testing products and need shoppers to find you. Shopify makes sense when you already have an audience or you're ready to build a brand outside a marketplace. So if you sell handmade items, digital downloads, templates, personalized gifts, or products people already search for, Etsy can be a strong first test. But if you are building a product line, creator merch, skincare brand, clothing brand, or anything that needs a real brand home, Shopify gives you more room. The key is not which platform is better, it's which problem you need solved first. No traffic yet? Start where buyers are already searching. Already have people to send somewhere? If you have no traffic yet, start where buyers are already searching. If you already have people to send somewhere, build a store you control. So here's my final verdict. Etsy is usually better if you need discovery, product testing, and access to shoppers who are already searching. Shopify is usually better if you already have a traffic plan and you want to build a brand you control. If you are still proving the product, Etsy may be the smarter first move. If you already know what you're selling and how people will find it, Shopify may be the stronger long-term choice. And you can use both over time. You might start on Etsy to test what sells, then build Shopify once you know your best products. Or you might use Shopify as your main store and Etsy as an extra sales channel. The main thing is don't build in the wrong order. If you need traffic, solve traffic first. If you need control, build for control. If you want to start with Shopify or Etsy, you can use our links below to check the current sign-up options and fees. Compare the terms, pick the platforms that matches where you are right now, and start with the one that solves your next problem. I'm Erin from Side Hustle Mastery. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.